All right, in lieu of a new beer, because it's going to be, because we've front-loaded loads of our core beers, it's going to be, end of November before we get any new stuff?
Absolutely. We've got a lot of new beers gone into tank this week.
So we've got a bit of a plan for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
6 new beers between end of November and the end of December?
Yep, pretty much.
What are those?
Firing them out. We have got coming up a gingerbread Belgian double. So
That's one of the Christmas beers, right?
one of the Christmas releases. Yep. So we're aiming to get that out at the end of December. So it'll be available throughout December and over the Christmas period. We've also got a new version of what we brewed last year, which is a porter. So last year we brewed Plump Up the Jam.
What have you decided to call it?
We haven't actually come up with a name yet.
Yeah, but what did you and Sam say the other day?
We were talking about Framb Up the Jam or Funk Up the Jam.
Up the Jam.
Framboise?
Something like that. Raspberry pun based. But the pun's not very good this time.
No,
so
it doesn't work quite as well, does it?
That may change. In fact, it's most likely to. But that one's going to be a raspberry jam porter.
And then prior to that, the patisserie / macaron series, which will be a 4-pack released together in one go, which is a little bit scary. Hopefully we can line it all up. That's 4 different beers, but are all part of the same idea, right?
Yeah, so I've always wanted to brew some beers that taste like a macaron, which is a little tiny French pastry, has soft chewy inside, a little bit of almond character, and then they fill them with lots of different flavours. And they're quite punchy in flavour, and I thought that a lot of those flavours would work in a beer. So I've always wanted to do that since I was home brewing, and thought we'd give it a go and see how it fares.
So what we've got we've put something in already, right?
3 are in, 1 we're brewing today.
And what are they?
So the first one we brewed was a passion fruit double IPA, which is going to be around about 8%, it's looking like, having taken the gravity yesterday.
Passion fruit
So
puree
quite punchy
in the beer?
It's got passion fruit puree in there, so 100 litres of passion fruit puree in there. So it's going to make it slightly tart. It will be a little bit sour for a double IPA, but it's also going to have some almond extract in there, which is going to give you that pastry character. It's got a little bit of lactose in there. It's got a bit of biscuit malt, just to make it taste a bit, give it like those pastry vibes. And loads of passion fruit. That's the idea.
What else?
We've got
3 other ones.
Next one, blackcurrant macaron. So that one's going to be a sour because that ties in quite nicely as a sour beer. Following along with the other pastry sours that we do, similar recipe, loads of blackcurrant puree, biscuit character in there, and some almond extract to give it that macaron feel. The next one is a banana chocolate stout.
Which we were eating the banana chips yesterday.
Yeah, so we threw in about 60 kilos of banana chips into the beer to give it that banana character. But also the yeast that we used is a Belgian wet beer yeast, which naturally produces banana character as it ferments, especially if you warm it up and put the yeast under a little bit of stress, makes it taste very banana-y. We've put some cocoa powder in the boil to give it that chocolate character, along with the chocolate malt and crystal malts that we already put into the mash.
It's going to be interesting, that one, because we were trying the banana chips yesterday, thinking that they'll taste really banana-y, and we were like, oh, tastes more salty.
Yeah, they were a little bit
salty goodness.
Yeah. I mean, I have put a little bit of salt into each of the beers as well, just to kind of give you that more of that pastry vibe as well. So that's actually going to help, I think, with the chocolate one in particular, because salt and chocolate really helps to highlight the chocolate flavour. And the last one that we're brewing today is a salted caramel macaron. So it's based on a bitter recipe with less bitterness in it. So it's kind of very caramel, chestnutty chocolate biscuits, with loads of Belgian candy sugar in it, which is going to give you the caramel, the real deep caramel character.
Very nice. Will, you got any small batches knocking around? I know there's one still upstairs, and you've got one in the fridge.
We've got a couple upstairs that are Asian, which will probably be up there for another couple of months or so before they get released in a bottle. And we're talking very, very small 20-litre batches. One of them I'm excited about is a Belgian beer with some Brett added to it, which takes inspiration from a very popular Belgian double.
Is
Won't
that the one
name-
with the white wine?
No, that is another one.
Oh.
Not sure if that one's going to be released or blended, but that one was. That one started
Very
off.
winey.
Yes, it's tasted very winey. I basically added some oak chips and oak spirals to it. Probably should have washed them first to get rid of some of that oakiness character. So now we have a very light Brett beer. That taste of wood.
But I think if we make another version of it, or something else that we can blend it with,
Oh yeah, definitely.
it could definitely be a superstar, that one.
There's a couple of very clean Brett beers up there, so might try blending them with one part of the oaky Brett to 2 or 3 parts of the non-oaky Brett to see how that comes out. But I mean, that's the whole point of these 20-litre batches. If they don't come out particularly well, can redo them, make them better until they're ready to be released. Got another pale in the fermenter as well, recipe I've been toying about with for a little bit, but I think that one's still definitely in the works. That's going to probably be maybe coming out in the big hit early next year.
But we might see some of those small batches in the tap room before Christmas.
Yeah, some of the aged ones, if give them another month, have a taste. Fingers crossed that at least one of them should be coming out for December.
Maybe good ones to have on the Winterfest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. That's it. That's the other big thing to mention. As over Christmas, there's not an awful lot going on because of the way Christmas falls. Obviously, the tap room isn't open over Christmas because of the timing of that. But we do have a hopefully huge, Christmas event. So we've dubbed the Festive Feast. 3 days of food, music, gift buying.
There might be some beer involved as well.
Plenty of beer involved, yeah. So that 4 macaron series, hopefully we plan to release for that weekend. So Friday the 29th of November, last weekend of November anyway. On the Friday, the Court Farm Shop, Butchers and Country Larder, is that how they say it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
They have their turkey tasting, which is an opportunity to try the free. I guess
Yeah,
free
free
range.
range.
You're not going to have battery turkeys, are they?
No.
Try all the turkey and the meats and the stuffing before you place any orders, so you can come along and basically just get fed for free. Tell your
It's
friends.
like a mini roast dinner.
Yeah, for
Get
nothing.
potatoes,
on a Friday
veggies,
night.
gravy. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
We
get
got the
those-
heaters set up outside as well, so
yeah, we'll have the fire on, so winter vibes will be in full swing.
Absolutely.
Maybe even put some fires outside. We'll see. Let's see if I can get my head
We're gonna
around the
have
health
some
and safety of
music.
that. So the Friday night with Christmas music, whatever. Saturday, we've got the wood carving guy with a chainsaw,
Chainsaw
cutting up
carving.
some wood, making
That's
some
exciting.
chainsaw things. And axe throwing and bands in the afternoon. So just a jolly Saturday. I'm
Absolutely.
dubbing
Of course,
that.
axe throwing and beer go really well
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. So, I'm going to have to do a risk assessment for that.
Definitely going to do a risk
Yeah.
assessment for that.
And then on the Sunday, we've got a lovely local gift fair. So we're going to have about 20 vendors set up outside the brewery. Everything from homemade or handmade wreaths, candles, the artists that we have in the tap room that get rotated on a monthly basis, they're bringing along loads of prints that will be Christmas cards, I guess. The guy who's the chainsaw cutting guy, he's have loads of stuff that he's made.
Yeah, he does
Woodwork,
sculptures as well
yeah.
as functional stuff. So he sells chairs and tables
Yeah.
and all sorts of really cool things.
We've got gin makers, we've got jam makers, candlestick
Stick
makers, and the bakers.
Yeah, we've also got wood carvings, small things like tea lights, bowls.
Yeah.
And paintings. Is there jewellery as well?
Yeah, the jewellery, yeah.
And Christmassy doggy treaty stuff as well.
Yeah. Just plenty of stuff to spend your money on rather than give it to Jeff Bezos,
That's
as
it.
you probably would do if we weren't here to help you out. And on Sunday, alongside that, we've got oh bugger, I've forgotten their name now.
I always want to
DJ.
call them the Interrupters. Oh no, DJ Scott.
Yeah, but what's the name of it?
Off.
Off Plan.
That's it.
There you go. So our local legends / celebrities, Off Plan they've got soul Christmas music all afternoon.
It's going to be great.
So
And
it should
haven't
be
we got
nice.
live music on the Saturday as well?
Yeah, the Upsetters on
That
Saturday
Upsetters.
afternoon.
Yeah, I always want to call
Yeah.
them the Interrupters, but they're kind of a big American punk band to get confused.
No. The Upsetters are an acoustic ska / soul? No.
Funk, soul?
Funk.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. They're really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. They are explicit.
Hmm.
So if you bring your children, beware.
Bring their earmuffs.
It is a brewery and a bar.
It
Yeah.
is a brew, yeah.
It is expected.
And we have got axe throwing, so there's
Yeah.
bound to be some explicits
Yeah.
Yeah.
going around.
I mean, if you don't bring the earmuffs, bring a lead or something, just to stop them wandering around. There you go. That's it from us. Anything else from you two?
No? Let's get festive.
And then your arm's just gone off.
Just going
Back
off
to
now.
brewing.
Back
Let's
to
go.
brewing.
Back to work.